of where you have an issue and thinking that I'm gonna get cancelled for saying something which generally.
But I'm saying the reason I'm saying you're gonna, and the reason I'm saying cancelled, maybe that wasn't the right word to use.
No, it's the word that you wanted to use.
But it's because
No, you wanted to use that, but you wanted to use that.
It's because
Majesty, your ass is scared.
I mean, the fact her name is Majesty is crazy, bro. Your Majesty of what? Majesty of being around the bush, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. How's your name Majesty? You gotta change that. You gotta go change that government name ASAP, bro. I swear down.
Being cancelled.
YouTube, welcome back to another Romz video, and today we're going to do the reaction video reacted to, as you guys can see in the title. You guys already know it already, guys. You already know. We're back with BKCHAT episode 4, season 7, episode 4, part 1. And I'm a human being, I can't be a lamppost. So I don't know what the context of that is, but yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, if you guys actually enjoyed this BKCHAT series so far reacted to, make sure you do the good stuff. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. So as I said, any other videos you want me to react to, drop me down in the comments below. DM me personally, road to 200 subs. And you know what, let's get straight into it. Original link will always be in the description as well if you guys want to watch it by yourself. But yeah, let's get straight into it.
Two genders.
You want to change your gender and you regret it later.
You said I want to get cancelled. Are there more than two genders?
You want to.
Come on, man. You already know there's only two genders, bro. Come on, man. That shouldn't be even a debate. Like, what? Why is she keeping herself quiet? Stop being pure. I know you got brands. But listen, there's just common sense stuff that needs to be happening. There's always two genders, all right? There's no such thing as a non-binary. There's no such thing as any other genders except for male and a female, all right? Thank you. Let's just get that straight, all right?
Change your gender and you regret it later. To an extent.
If the transgenders want their own gym, then they should go make the T-spot.
a lot of our opportunities rely on these people.
We're not talking against
guys,
it.
You can't stop me from coming in. Watch when I get to that gym. I'm gonna bust them doors open. And I'm thinking, women don't act like that.
Chill, man. Some do.
No. I hear it. Some do. But it was showing them masculinity.
One's in South.
I would skip the intro, guys, but I do love the intro, so I like going through the intro. So some good people might be thinking, yeah, skip the intro. We ain't skipping anything, man.
So tell me how you're going to create a women's only gym that's meant to be inclusive for women and safe for women, and then come out saying that it's only for biological women, right? And your reason behind this is to say that you were assaulted, so therefore you do not want other women to get assaulted again. Do you not understand that women, trans women, are not the ones doing the assault? You're perpetuating this idea, creating this false ideology that trans women are the ones doing the assault. They are not doing the assault, it's men. Speaking from experience that has been physically assaulted and sexually assaulted, it's not the trans women that I fear, it's the cis men that I fear. So how are you going to come out and create this whole gym, and you're going to actually crowdfund using trans women's money? Because you said back 4 years ago, back when you were starting, that trans women are going to be allowed in this gym. Now you're going to come out saying that trans women are not allowed in this gym. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Answer me this, Natalie B Fitness. What the hell?
So question, guys, question.
Nobody say anything.
Trump has recently expressed plans to release an executive order, to recognize two genders, male and female only. Do you think the rest of the world should follow suit?
For me, 100%, man. This is not even a debate. And the fact that Trump has to even make a legal designation that there's two genders prove how far we've fallen as a society. That biological facts that there is two genders and there always is two genders, that has to be made a rule that, oh my god, guys, there's two genders. Well, no fucking shit. If you said 20 years ago that, Trump, who's US Prime Minister 20 years ago? Was it not Obama? Obama came in 2008, I think, didn't he? So I forgot who was behind, but I forgot who was before Obama, but you get the picture. Imagine the US Prime Minister back then, right? imagine you had to make a tree saying that's or something and then make an announcement that there's two genders. The people look at them thinking, well, no shit, Sherlock. But nowadays, the world's gone. We have to get to this point where, you know, we have to celebrate Trump saying there's two genders. It's not so. This is the bare minimum, guys. And you know, we hear women say, "Oh, it's the bare minimum," and all that type of shit. But this is actually the bare minimum, bro. Like, it really is. This should not even be a debate. So we're gonna see what the panel think and shit like that. But I can't even lie, man. Dude, like, I don't know how this is gonna be a debate, but here we go.
Obviously.
Them man are taking the piss. Like, the LGBT community on a whole has come out. The world has accepted them. They've got their this, they've got their that, they've got their this. Now you don't want to be like pushing up yourself into a woman's gym. But go sit on one bumper clap. Yes,
Yeah, listen, there's a woman, just a woman out there, because obviously there's like women-only gyms and shit like that. Would you be comfortable with a transgender woman going to the women's only gym? Because for me, if I was a woman, I wouldn't like that. I genuinely wouldn't like that. You see in toilets as well, these gender-neutral toilets where, you know, some grapists as well, they'd be transgender, so they grape younger women, and it's fucked, bro. It's absolutely fucked. So at the end of the day, would you actually even, you know what I'm saying, associate with that shit? Because for me, I wouldn't. I genuinely wouldn't. Like, that is absolutely disgraceful, bro.
doing the dog.
There are only two genders, male and female, so I don't know.
Yo,
But you know, this is the problem.
Get cancelled.
Now this is the problem because the world has come so far away.
No, but how are we getting cancelled for this, man? Nah, I'm not having this, man. I'm not having this. How we're getting cancelled for this? And YouTube, listen, YouTube. If you somehow get on this, if I'm successful, shit like that, and then I get cancelled for two genders, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna all of a sudden say there's more than two genders just so I could keep my YouTube channel and everything like that, because I gotta speak my mind. I gotta speak the truth, guys. Like, there's only two genders, bro. And I think that's surface level. I don't think that's something that controversial anymore. I remember lockdown was proper. It was really controversial, man. I remember lockdown was bad. It was bad, you know what I'm saying? But now I think YouTube, you can spare me, man. Please, spare me. Come on, man. Please. I'm not going to be saying too much, man. Please, I beg.
From religion, and then people just start to make up their own rules.
Wait, you said I want to get cancelled. Are there more than two genders?
No.
Oh.
There are not.
For me, standing on what I actually genuinely believe, there are more than two genders. And I'm going to stick on my personal...
See, this is the problem, man. You care so much about not getting cancelled than actual facts. This is ridiculous. And this is probably most people, man. It's probably most people. Like, it's absolutely crazy. It really is.
Belief, and I'm also going to stand on the current times we're living in.
Majesty, your problem is you're too busy out here trying to impress white zaddy. That's your issue. You just want to appease everybody. White zaddy, trans community. You don't want to upset everybody, but guess what? When you stand for nothing, you fall for everything.
They ask you female or male. That's what they ask you.
Wait, before we even start, can we just put up a hand are there more than two? Who agrees there's is this male and female, or are there more than two genders? Because I only...
Male and female.
Yeah.
And this is what the
I'm
transgender movement is doing, is it's stopping us from telling the truth. Now you're even scared to even say male and female. You're scared to say there's just two. This is what they want us to do. They want to remove truth from the world, okay? That is exactly what's happening. We are, obviously I'm not going to preach too much, but the Bible does say in the end times, people will no longer be lovers of truth, but they'll be lovers of themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel that people are indulging in their experiences and saying, right, I need to change, but the whole world has to subscribe to what I believe I am. No, I don't.
She's swearing, man.
No, I don't. If I identify as a cat,
Look at her face. She's swearing. She's like, I don't want to be in this convo. Oh, no, I just want to be neutral. I want to be a people pleaser. Oh, no, please don't cancel me. I got so many nail tash. I got so many nail brands. I got so many skincare brands. Please don't cancel me. Shut up, man. Speak the truth. I respect her. I forgot her name, but I respect what the woman that's saying on the left. 100%. Like, it's just like, it gets to a point. Like, listen, I get some controversial topics I've been going around and stuff like that. I get some parts. Okay, cool. You don't have to say it. But there's blatant truths that is right in front of your eyes. And then you're just not deciding to do it because you're a people pleaser, not because you're scared of what the repercussions are. Fuck the repercussions, bro. Listen, if I go to jail for that, bro, listen, I want to like it, but I'm not going to change my mind. I'm just not going to change my mind for that, bro.
I cat. And the man in the video said he's scared of cis men. Aren't trans women cis men?
They were.
Aren't they?
They were.
They are. So
They were.
because they're not a cis woman.
Don't talk
I am
now.
a
You
cis
scared
woman.
to talk, remember? You don't want to get
Yeah, you were
cancelled.
scared, girl. Yeah, you scared to get
Talk
cancelled.
now.
In life, we have a linguistic learner and we have a visual learner. Clearly, Majesty isn't getting it, so I need to show her what I mean right now. They were cis women. They're now transformed. Can I ask you a question? If I come and I do this,
Is she a flamingo?
I was Michael Jackson.
okay. Am I a lamppost? If I keep telling you I'm a lamppost, I'm a lamppost, I'm a lamppost, I'm a lamppost. The reality is I'm a human. I can't come and change it. What you were born as, I can believe that you can feel like you were born in the wrong body. You can feel that way. But it's where you were born, unfortunately. So you are a man. You can try and change it and you can try and twist it, but you're still a man. You can't
None of us are
change
born
that
in the
fact.
wrong
But
bodies.
I get
None of
that.
us are
But
born in
guess
the wrong
what?
bodies.
They are
But you
changing
can't
and
tell
they
someone
have
how they feel,
changed.
innit? If that's how they believe that they feel,
But you can
can't
believe
dictate
anything.
that.
Well, animals, and there's
Yeah,
no
but
other
there's a
animals.
I mean, yeah, but fuck your feelings, bro. Truthfully, oh, I feel like I'm a woman, bro. What? What? Oh, I feel like going in heels, bro. Yeah, but yo, you're gonna get bullied for that shit, man. Bro, yeah, I mean, I'll probably will say things sometimes. Say, for example, there's tough times as a man. I'll probably think, oh, if I was a woman, then I would get away with it. I'll probably think that, but that's like a little like joke around. That's something that in the moment, but I don't actually mean it. But feeling like it, bro, like, I get it. I get you can't feel like it, but should it be acceptable? Why the hell would you feel like the other gender? It doesn't make sense. Why the hell do you not like yourself? Do you not like God created you? You know what I'm saying? Do you not like yourself? Like, what the hell's going on?
It's between the facts
That
and belief.
transitions from, as far as I understand, there's no other animal that transitions.
No,
from
I
one to
get
the
what you're
other.
saying, but you can never dictate what someone feels in it, but you can dictate the difference between a feeling and a fact.
Yeah.
You can believe that you are a woman when you were born in a man's
But what you
body,
can
but the
do,
truth is
what
you
you can
are a
do
man.
is make people think that. Hold on. What you can do is make people think that their beliefs are normal, and you can make people think that it's okay and it's something that
That's because society is reinforcing it.
And then you can ask the question of why. Why do you think it's being done?
I have no problem with anybody living. Listen, whatever life you want to live, as long as it's not hurting anybody else.
Hey, I see you saving yourself.
No.
100%. Like, this is the thing. Like, we don't know. Like, we're not gonna make this thing channel where we were bashing, gay people and stuff like that. Because I know gay people that actually are, they're really good people, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with gay people. That's not the problem. The problem is I don't like about the LGBTQ community. Unfortunately, it's the way they're pushing onto children, the way they're pushing out on the agenda where there's more than two genders where you can, it's okay and shit like that. But at the end of the day, man, like, as I said, if you're not affecting anyone and you want to be how it is, cool, it's not my problem. I'm not going to shame you, but, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's the problem is when they start attacking kids. That's the thing, because they know children are going to believe everything, and that's the problem I have with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on that.
Wait.
Let him land, innit?
Whatever life you want to live, as long as it's not hurting anybody else, that's fine. But you cannot force that life onto anybody else.
China, I see. You're trying to play your cards a different way this time.
That's literally what you're saying.
It's very interesting how you're subtly saying it's okay to be multiple genders, but then at the same time, it's not according to you. Interesting.
No, because you're getting the okay. What he's saying is the two different things. Let's be honest, in an ideal world, no one should be doing this shit at the end of the day. But I know how the world is, and I operate realism. Yeah, cool. If it's not affecting him, he's not going to put I'm not going to put my time and energy to a gay person or a transgender person that's not affecting me, truthfully, or not affecting anyone else. I'm going to put my time and energy into that because I've got my own problems to deal with. But the problem is I will probably have my time and energy into it is if you're affecting someone else or someone close to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's impacting someone else that doesn't want those false ideologies to be put on them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But she thinks it's because she's looking at the okay, and then that's it. Yeah, cool. I'm just run away with it. But you have to. But what China's saying is differentiating of what that kind of means. You know what I mean?
It's the issue, not the fact that you can identify as what you choose to, but the biology of who you are is the biology. So if we're saying male or female, there's nothing wrong with saying you're a female and I'm a male. However, if you want to identify as something that is not the biology, then fine. But if we get to court dude, you're a female.
This is the thing. People
Like,
nowadays.
so there's nothing wrong with that. Just change the terminology. No, it's because they say that there's difference between sex and gender.
People nowadays are changing their biology.
That's the point. Then I identify as female.
The same way if you dig up a mummy from 500 years ago and check it, it will be a woman. You can't change it.
All of these surgeries and stuff.
It still can't change. It still can't change you.
It can't change the DNA.
It can't change your biology, your DNA, your skeleton structure. You are still a woman. If you died and you decompose and someone dug you up 1,000 years later, they will be like, this is the body of a woman.
So
it doesn't matter what you identified as when you were alive.
Now decides that he wants to be a woman, he still can't bear children. He's still not going to have a period. So it's just the outside. It's just the shell. When I say shell, I mean, you can look like us, but you can't be us. You can't have children. You can't have a period. And plus, a man is physically stronger than a woman. Like, I wouldn't want to fight a transgender man because I'll get broke up because you're not me. You can never be me.
The idea of being transgender, as far as I'm concerned, is fine if that's what you want to identify as. But don't expect majority of society, just because you identify as a lamppost, to say that you're a lamppost. We're gonna say that you're a female who wants to be a man, or a man that wants to be a woman. And what you call it is transgender. Woman. Great. It's an identification. That's how you identify. Who's to stop you from identifying that way? But biology speaks for itself.
China said something about it being dangerous, and this is where I wanna add on to that, because you said like if it doesn't affect, like me or people, then you can do that. There's something that's been happening recently. Men have been committing, some
sexual activities
to women, raping them, and then changing their identity. They are now a woman. That's happened. I've read cases like that maybe 3 or 4 times. You are now, there's something that they call like dead shaming or something. You are not allowed to charge that man because that man no longer exists. He is a woman. So that man has now gotten away with that crime because he has now decided to identify as a woman. And in reality, he's just cock and bulling. He's not no woman. He's just trying to get away from the crime that he committed. And that's where danger starts coming in. People start you give an inch, they take a mile.
Oh my gosh, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? Can you see the world that we're living in now? You better charge that woman, police. Please, charge that woman. What? In order for you to be a transgender woman, you have to be a man. That's the criteria, right? That is a man. Charge him.
Some people actually, they decide to be transgender and like down the line, they're like, oh, actually, I want to go back to my previous sex. So now going back to what you're saying, I think that's what they are doing. They say, oh, I wake up, I want to be a transgender. 10 years down the line, actually, I want to be a man. So this is what they are doing.
When people when you actually become a transgender, then you come back to become a regular man. You wouldn't be the same man that you were before you got transgendered into a woman. I'm going to believe that because the amount of surgery and the amount of change and the mindset that you would have had, that already would have been gone as soon as, the genitals have been removed, or as soon as you got replaced your penis with a vagina, for example, or your testosterone levels have kind of got rid of, you know what I'm saying? So even if people say, okay, cool, I changed my mind, I'm already back to a man, you wouldn't be the same man that you were 10 years ago. I mean, as I said, you went older, you wouldn't have the same mindset because, as I said, you've programmed yourself for 10 years, which is a long time, to think like a woman, and now you're back to a man, so I'm going to try and reprogram my brain. It's just messing up your whole body structure and your whole society as a human, your whole purpose, you know what I'm saying? So, it's actually, bro, the fact that this is even a discussion is a cruel world we live in, bro. It's a clown world we do live in. It's mad.
If you cut it off, there's no going back,
No, there is, because in America, there was a case of a child who was suicidal when they were younger, around the age of 8 to 10. They were a man, they wanted to be a girl. So their parents started doing the hormone thing, so certain things weren't changing inside their body to stop that, because it got to the point where the child was trying to kill themselves because their parents weren't accepting it. So they accepted it, right? Years has gone down the line. This child is now suing their parents and the doctor that administered that treatment because they were too young. They said that they were too young to make that decision, and you allowed them to do that.
Zilla, let me start off by saying I do like you. So if I do say that, I'm going to say something, but you're probably not going to lie. You need to just take several seats to the left right now, because I'm the one that presents the stats, the facts, and I'm the one that's what I'm here for. And Zilla, once you open up Pandora's box, you can't close it, okay? So if you start going on hormone treatments and you cut off your dingaling, you can't grow it back, you can't put it back, and that's it. Stop the cap.
That's why what Trump is doing makes sense. When you're in school, like, you know how they say in school, you cannot say, oh, you cannot tell to a child, oh, you can change your gender. You know how they say that in school, there are teachers who are telling the children, you can do whatever you want, you can be whoever you want, you can be a female or a male.
You could be a giraffe.
Yes. Trump is stopping this because of things like this, because a child doesn't even know what's going on.
Hold on. The argument is going to be that Trump should stop all of it then. Trump should stop a number of different things, because the reality is, whether it be transgender, male, female, identified, biology, someone's always going to try to find to take the piss.
Yes.
Now, you can look at it in so many different ways. Take the gender out of it and look at it in other ways. People are always finding an excuse to kill someone and saying that, oh, well, I got a mental problem. I've killed the person. Now, are they telling the truth all the time? Sometimes they're lying. What you can't do is, based on, let's say, a minority within the minority, determine what it's going to be for the majority of that minority. It's insane. The bottom line is that some people actually identify as, transgender. They identify as, oh, okay, well, I'm a biological male, but I feel like a female. If someone else is taking the piss based on that, we can't now start saying, well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do this. Yo.
You see, this is one second. This is where my issue comes in. Because if you are an adult and you want to change your gender and you regret it later, to an extent, you. I don't really care, because you're a fully grown adult. My issue comes in is where you start normalizing it for children, mentally ill children, unsure, confused children, and then they think, I've seen it before. I've seen it with a kid on my street when I was growing up. This little boy was in a Batman suit one day, the next day he was coming out as Cinderella, and his mum normalized it, 6, 7 years old. It's ridiculous and it's dangerous, because then these kids, they grow up, hormone blockers, they do things that are irreversible to their own bodies, and because they've got a lack of good adults around them and strong adults that are scared to say no, this isn't normal.
What would you do if you found out that that boy that you used to chill with kept trying to kill himself? So that's the only reason why his mum let him wear that dress.
Chill with him. He was young.
No, just to forget that. I'm asking you a question. He's on so he's on suicide watch because you keep telling him you're a boy, and he keep but now he's trying to kill himself. This is your child, because he believes that you are not accepting him and forcing him to be someone else.
Let's be honest, man. If that actually did happen to my child, where it's either I change to a girl, say it was my son, I change to a girl, or I'm gonna kill yourself. Listen, boy, you're gonna have to, you're not gonna kill yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna change to a girl. You're gonna have to compromise. I'm gonna find every single way for that shit to not happen, man. I do not even care. I'll never even cross their mind to want my child to even, you know what I'm saying, identify as a transgender. That I'd fail as a parent, bro. I'd be defeated, you know what I'm saying? I'll literally be playing Marvin's Room 24/7 by Drake on my bed, you know what I'm saying? If it's raining, you know what I'm saying? Just crying, bro. I swear down I would, because what have I done as a father to even get to my point where the child is even thinking that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's a multitude of reasons. Maybe to fair, it might not be my fault, because it's due to, you know, school programming and all the world is where you can be this, you can be this, you can be this, you can be this, and this type of shit. But in general, man, like, we can't let that happen. But I say, gun to my head, if I had to pick one, bro, if you kill yourself, you kill yourself. I'm gonna say how it is. I'll let the child kill itself. I don't care. I am not letting my child even think about being a transformer, bro. Hell no.
What advice would you give that parent then?
Listen, okay, first of all, why does your child have the
and
notion?
That's a mad hypothetical. That's like a really rare circumstance that happens. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit's not realistic.
You know, why has he got these thoughts in his head? Who's put these thoughts in his head? Because here's the thing, yeah. Like, one of the reasons why they keep going for the kids is because kids are impressionable. Whatever your kids are in school for about 8 hours a day, with how long they are, right? Yeah. Whatever they teach your kids, is going to be what they come and tell you. And you're going to be that old person that doesn't understand. So if, for example...
I know where this is going.
No, because the school, there's a syllabus, there's a doctrine, and they're going to teach them those things. If you teach your kids opposite of what's going on, you will actually get in trouble. If you start teaching your kids opposite to what's going on, you get in trouble. This thing really comes to the transgender issue, it really comes to women, right? And one of the reasons I say to women is because even when I first said there was only 2 genders, which for me is what I've grown up to, which is what I think everybody pretty much around the world understands there's only 2 genders. I think in the last 10 years, there's been a push for new ideas. Okay, cool. But you had an issue with it straight away. Okay, but that's fine. You're allowed to do that. But
I just think society has created the space.
The reason we have men and women's spaces.
You don't always need spaces.
The reason we have men and women's spaces, guys, wait, listen. The reason we have men and women's spaces telling women what it is to be a woman, saying to women that you are a menstrual cervix having thing, you're not a woman, calling cis, all of these things is because you have women like you that pander to men that allow them to get into these spaces and affect women. You have men in women's sports. No, seriously, you have women.
Not me.
But you see the mindset, not you, but that mindset of where you have an issue and thinking that I'm going to get cancelled for saying something which generally...
But I'm saying, the reason I'm saying the reason I'm saying cancelled, maybe that wasn't the right word to use.
No, it's the word that you wanted to use. It's because... No, you wanted to use that, but you wanted to use that. Don't do that.
Majesty, her ass is scared.
I mean, the fact her name's Majesty is crazy, bro. Your Majesty of what? Majesty of being around the bush, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. How's your name Majesty? You gotta change that. You gotta go change that government name ASAP, bro. I swear down.
Being cancelled. You got a problem with transgenders. You got a problem with gay people, lesbians, but you work with them. Do they know your real face, nigga? They do now.
A lot of transgender people, queer, LGBTQ plus.
Question is, do you support them? Do you support them? Do you support them?
I support them. I have no problem with them.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are those people in high places.
But I have no problem with them.
What does that mean? What does that mean? So because they're in high places, you support them? You're scared of them?
This is my point. So,
you're scared of them?
Are you scared? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of our opportunities rely on these people.
Ladies, I'm gonna need you to take this.
So even if it goes against your religious beliefs, because they're in high places, you're supporting things that you don't do.
Fuck if they're higher place than me, man. I'm gonna speak my mind. If they ask me, yo, if they think there's more than 2 genders, I'll say, no. I'll be like, no, okay. What's that? Because I mean, if they listen, I'd actually respect the person, the gay person more if they'd be like, cool, listen, I might not agree with you, but I'll keep you. Like they're not getting triggered over an opinion, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they might even be like, yeah, quite hear your point, but I just decided to do it, you know what I mean? So it's my
religiously agreement, no?
I'm thinking.
You need to protect your rights.
Majesty, you ain't saying what you really want to say because you know within your industry, majority of the people that you're either working for or working.
Yeah. She has connection with probably with them type of people. That's the reason why she's scared. 100%.
With are either gay, lesbian, or transgender. So you're not worried about internet cancellation. You're worried about corporate cancellation.
Yeah, I hear what Majesty's saying on this one, you know, cause it's the way that the world's going in like that direction. They run this shit.
I agree with Trump. He doesn't. I know not everyone likes Trump, but his decisions a lot of the time do make a lot of sense. He knows what he's doing, and just think about it, if everyone was just going to all of a sudden be transgender, whatever, just think about down the line, there'd be no reproduction. We'd be finished because everyone's changed. There's no more having kids. Yeah. What would happen to society? What would happen to us?
That's true.
There would be no more if it was allowed to keep going because it's getting younger and younger. Soon it's kids, like you said, kids are changing.
Sure, I want to hear from
There's no more Bible, there's no more Adam and Eve, there's no woman and man, there's no more babies.
No, but can I just say what she just said, that people that are in the LGBTQ community are the one in power at the moment. Let me talk about Italy. Italy, we all know Italian Italy for Pope, right? So now Italy, like a Catholic country, is now they're allowing 2 same-sex marriages, and I don't think
that should be allowed either.
I don't think it's allowed. I mean, this is because of the.
Sorry, I have a lot of gay friends, and that's whatever. But
yeah, this is
at the end of the day,
power.
I don't think you should be able to change something that's in the Bible, like. Yeah. How can you just change history? Like, how can you now?
Yeah, it's not even just the Bible. The Bible's a massive part, of course, but like even just biology in general, like You can't change biology, bro. Like, you just... Like, I don't get why people think that they can pick and choose what to change. I can pick and choose this. Like, if you want to be a transgender, go ahead, man. It ain't my business, man. But just don't complain about consequences. I keep going to my point. Don't complain what consequence happens to you, where people are going to mock you. People are going to call you the F slur, which I'm not going to say on YouTube. They're going to call you that. People are going to call you mad names, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be... You gotta be very careful, man. Tread carefully.
Yeah, but some people are not. Some people.
Is that a governmental problem, or is that based on Christian leaders or Catholic leaders?
But I'm saying it's the church that's allowed it. The church is a religious place. Why have you allowed now 2 men or 2 women to be able to get married? That's not the rule that was in the church. Why are you allowed to change this?
Okay, so going off of what you said about leaders in high places, there's a scandal right now with the French president because his wife is a transgender woman, but they've hidden it from society and they've painted her out to be a woman that was like his teacher, that they fell in love and everything. She was with him from when he was 15. Turns out he was 14. So it's a grown man.
What does scandal mean again? That means it's fake news or potentially fake news. Someone's rumored, right?
It's really real research. As in, Brigitte Macron is constantly trying to do defamation of... Is it? Defamation, but not, sorry, she fails to do defamation stuff in court because to file a defamation thing, you have to prove that the person is lying. So whenever she's asked a straight question, were you born a woman? Have you bore children? She never answers the question.
Is it?
And if you do the real research, you will see. So my issue is that if you see the French Olympics, what they did, do you remember it was a whole table of the Last Supper, but it was drag queens.
I remember.
It turns out it was her idea. Do you understand? So his idea.
No wonder why them French players have been wearing that funny stuff lately.
This is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying is that it is affecting society. Like literally truth and absolutes are disappearing and it's becoming a melting pot of subjectivity. If I feel this, hold on one second. If I say this, I can feel it and you should also subscribe to it. I don't have to. And I think what Trump is doing is actually the Lord's work. To be honest, I think he's bringing back truth into society. We need some absolutes to remain, please, for society to run. It's just like what she was saying. If now we're all transgender, who's going to be having children anymore?
There were messages that Natalie was putting out, or even comments that people were leaving, and this is what makes me believe that no matter how much you feel like a woman, you're still a man, and you display actions of a man, because there were whatever they're called, women that were not women initially, in the comments saying, you can't stop me from coming in. Watch when I get to that gym. I'm gonna bust them doors open. And I'm thinking, women don't act like that. Women do not talk like that.
Chill, man, some do.
No, I hear it, some do. But it was showing their masculinity.
One's in South.
Can I ask you a question?
The girls in South.
Can I ask you a question?
They move like men, man.
But wait, how are they gonna know?
The ones in South.
Majesty, I'm on your ass today. It's not today you're gonna get past me, man.
I've had my fair share of interactions with South babes, and I can't lie, the consensus is they're not very friendly. So, did I lie? I never lied.
Cool, and that is part 1 done and dusted, man. That was actually quicker than I expected, to be honest. Very, very quick, I expected. That one went quick. Flew by, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I hope you guys actually found that insightful. If you guys agree, disagree my takes, listen, you know what to do. The comment section is there. I don't delete comments, so feel free to express your opinions. You already heard mine already. And yeah, man, it's absolutely crazy how we even get to this discussion. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's part 1 of the back chat. We will write to part 2. I'm going to literally record that straight away. Probably will post it, not the same day, the next day, of course. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos you want me to react to, drop them down in the comments below. DM me personally, road to 200 subs. Original link is in the description. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow with part 2 back chat. Peace.